What's up, YouTube? Spartan McGrew. I'm back. Haven't had any content in a while, but I'm coming in with some Winter's Run on Destiny. This is the weekly Nightfall strike here, and I managed to complete it by myself. This has all of the different elements, do triple damage, which means most of the enemies can two-shot you. So we're going to jump right into this. I'm sure most of you already done Winter's Run, so this isn't necessarily like a walkthrough, but it's more like just a playthrough, you know, something I did and I needed to post some content. I haven't in a while. I've been busy with some things, but this is not too hard. The key to this run, doing it by yourself, is to be very careful. I mean, it's even when you're with a team, be very careful. You want to sit back because of the enemies will tear you up. There's the hobgoblins can two-shot you when you're by yourself, and they can one-shot you when you're with a team. You know, I'm assuming you're around level 28. Level 28 to do this one, and that's the damage ratios I was taking. I was getting 2 lasers from a hobgoblin in this solo run here would kill me. So, cruising in on the Sparrow. I took a little detour because I'm fucking stupid and wanted to pick up some spirit blooms and whatever. But come over here, and most of these enemies you can just ignore. These aren't the level 28 guys yet. So you just run past them. Yeah, this Nightfall strike wasn't too bad. This is the first one I've actually managed to complete in the since Destiny has come out. I've tried maybe one Nightfall before this and was like, oh, this is way too hard. But this one with that extra damage was not too bad. I mean, it took me 5 or 6 tries. And I had tried it with a legendary sniper rifle first, but now Zur over the weekend had sold that exotic icebreaker sniper rifle that everybody and their mom has, and of course I have it. But it's a powerhouse. That icebreaker sniper is probably the best sniper in the game. I mean, that's my second exotic sniper. I also have the Patience and Time, and that Patience and Time has nothing on the icebreaker. The icebreaker is ridiculous. So much stronger. So here, with this room, you can let the enemies fight it out and they'll kill each other because of the triple elemental damage. You know, they'll beat the shit out of each other and just destroy everything by themselves, really, except for this guy. You want to take out this purple shooting piece of shit, and then you want to take out the hobgoblins that are on the railing that I already was shooting at. There's usually like 1 or 2 up there. And if you just chill here, everything else will wipe itself out. There's like a Reaver Captain, he'll just run up and get tore up by the hobgoblins up at the top and whatnot. And usually how it plays out is there'll be a couple little goblins over here. You know, no problem, the goblins are really not too bad of a threat in comparison to the rest of the enemies. You just take those pieces of shit out, run up this hill, and there'll be, I think, a couple hobgoblins up top here. And you just snipe them out. There's plenty of range, and I suggest, if you don't have an icebreaker, you just bring any type of your strongest sniper rifle, and bring some special ammo synthesis. You're definitely going to need quite a few of those sons of bitches. Bring that special ammo with you, and you should be good. That's all you need is a sniper and then a primary to hold you off, you know, for some... There's only a couple times in this Winter's Run that you're going to need close quarters weapon, and that's because, like, the dregs, there's like a group of dregs that'll run at you and try to melee you at the end of the mission here. But
the Archon Priest will be
just continue along here. This is another spot where you can let the enemies fight it out and they'll destroy the shit out of each other. But there's also a way to sort of cheese this spot. There's 4 goblins right over this little cliff here. And you just take these 4 goblins here out. See, they're fighting over there already, killing each other. But you just take these little guys out, and then that's going to be your chill spot where they're at. Yeah. You want to be careful when you go down there. I think there might be a hobgoblin or 2 down there. There's that Minotaur right there, and there's also a fallen captain running around with his shield. It's an arc shield, I believe. You've got some hobgoblins on the left here. Those ones you want to take out. Usually it'll take the fallen too long to get to the hobgoblins, and they might turn and start shooting at you. I've gotten killed by that group of hobgoblins before. It's no fun. And then you just wait until either the Minotaur or the fallen captain has caused, you know, his fair share of damage on the other guys, and then pick off the remainders. This is not a really difficult part at all right here. You always watch for those hobgoblins on the left. I didn't even notice I'm getting grenades thrown at me, and I'm like, what? Dangerous. If he was been shooting at me with the laser, he might have caught me. So always be careful. There's 3 hobgoblins on the left apparently when you first come in. Am I still not noticing this guy? Okay, there they are. What the hell? Yeah, that's poor play on my part, but yeah, hobgoblins are killers on this Nightfall strike. 2 shots from the laser. So if there's 2 of them, they could just be like pew pew, and fucking 2 lasers fly through your chest and you're dead. So the key here is after you talk to a little Dinklebot, you run back to that spot where you killed the 4 goblins. You want to immediately just start sprinting back there as fast as you can as soon as you deploy your little ghost guy. And as long as you're over there, the enemies will not cross that bridge to fuck with you. They will only they'll shoot at you from far away, but you can use like the mountainside as cover. And yeah, none of those motherfuckers will mess with you as long as you're past this bridge. Don't be standing on the bridge either, or they'll come from the side and shoot at you and shit. So the first wave is hobgoblins, minotaurs, and regular goblins. You want to find the yellow-barred hobgoblins first. Those guys are your first threat. The minotaurs will take a minute to walk close enough to where they can shoot you. So just blam, critical on all the yellow hobgoblins. And then you want to get the minotaurs once you think you're safe from the hobgoblins, which I don't think I am yet. I haven't killed them all. But yeah, see, there's still a couple more. But yeah, the minotaurs will be your next primary target. Throw a grenade if you can or whatnot. You know, I don't use grenades as often as I should, really. Yeah, focus the minotaurs. I don't know why I was shooting the goblins there. Take those guys out. Icebreaker, as you can see, is just ridiculous. It made this mission go from pretty damn hard to pretty damn easy. You know, the first 5 times I attempted it, I didn't have the icebreaker. And I got to the boss. I got the boss like halfway down and made a mistake and died. But the icebreaker is just a powerhouse. It's the fact that it doesn't do like super huge amount of damage is not why it's so strong. It does just as much damage as any other sniper. But it has a huge clip. You know, it has a 6 bullet clip. But by the time you get to the end of those 6 bullets, it's already generated another 2 or 3 bullets. So it's more like an 8 or 9 bullet clip or more, depending on how fast you're shooting. If you're spamming that shit as fast as you can, you're gonna get like 7 bullets out of it. That's a bigger clip than any other sniper. It's, you know, that's where the power comes from. The damage per second is much higher than other snipers. And then you don't have to stop to reload, get ammo. You don't have to, you know, use your special ammo synthesis. You just come and beat them up. Icebreaker's ridiculous. So finish off a couple goblins, but the key here, if you don't have an icebreaker or regenerating ammo, is to leave one goblin alive and just grab the little ammo boxes. You leave, yeah, see, I got one guy. I'm gonna shoot off his head so that he's gonna charge at me all recklessly like and shit, and then run up here to my safe spot. But that's how you pick up your ammo, is you leave one, go grab the ammo, shoot his head off so that he'll run at you up here, and then turn around, get ready to blast him. See, he's running up all crazy and shit. I'm a bad shot. But as soon as you kill that one, the next wave will start. Now this wave is dangerous because 3 major hobgoblins, the yellow barred ones, will spawn on the left of the bridge here. So I'm looking out for the first one. Yeah, he comes walking out, and they won't notice you for a minute. So you just gotta be wary. Take the first one out, and 2 more will walk down a couple seconds later. They usually are a little slower than the first one. And be careful of the hobgoblins on the right too while you're taking these on the left. Because there's ones on the right, and if you're not looking, yeah, they'll shoot you in the side of your head and shit. Yeah, take out hobgoblins first, and then I think that's all there is, and there's goblins too. It's just easy shit after you get the hobgoblins out. Special ammo synthesis is pretty necessary. I ended up not using very many when I was doing it with a regular sniper rifle, but I also was like switching to my primary, and it was taking a long time. It's just be patient though. It's like it might take you a good 30-40 minutes to go through this, being extremely careful, extremely patient, picking them apart, chipping them away, but it'll take you a fucking hour and a half if you sit here and die 6 times in a row, and that's what ends up happening. I beat this solo, and then I was helping some coworkers to beat it with 3 of us, and man, I think it's actually harder to do it with 3 people than it is solo. It's like the hobgoblins were one-shotting me, and I'm at level 28, but they were one laser, fucking done, taking me the fuck out. Same with the other 2 people I was playing with. It was like, you cannot get hit by a hobgoblin or you're dead. And then there's just less room for a mistake when you have 3 people. There's just more damage involved. The enemies have a little bit more health. Here, you want to take out these purple shooting motherfuckers. These stupid, I don't know I forget what they're called. My eyes are too crappy to see right now, but you just shoot them in their weak spot in their eye, and for critical damage, and it should be no problem. As long as you use the mountainside for cover, be very careful. If you do see some of those purple things flying up and getting over the top of the mountain, just run away, because it's like two of those purple blasts from these robots will kill you. It's a 2-shot. Now with these octopus robot things, if you have a sniper rifle with arc damage, they're pretty much one-shot, like a legendary sniper or a fully upgraded blue maybe. It'll one-shot them, it'll take that arc shield right off of them. Otherwise, they're kind of a pain in the ass. You can use the icebreaker if you have it to 2-shot on the shield, but yeah, as you can see, I've got this legendary scout rifle and it's got explosive damage, and yeah, I'm not even able to really damage them. Here I am switching something up. What am I doing? Yep, putting on a sniper with arc damage, and this will one-shot them. Not too hard. I mean, when you're playing, it might seem like a bitch the first couple times. You probably will die, but if you're just very careful and you just sit back, it's just really not too hard. The hardest part is at the end by the boss and stuff. The boss is a pain in the ass. I will definitely say that. So after you kill these harpies, that's what they're called, it'll Dinklebot opens the door for you. Pick up your ammo and whatnot and whatever you might need, and sometimes they drop polyphages and all kinds of stuff, some glimmer getting items and things. Yeah, I can't stress how good that icebreaker is. That thing is a monster. I was like, kind of disappointed. I went to Zur and seen he's selling an icebreaker. He's selling an exotic chest piece for a hunter that I really don't want. I'm like,
we better move.
Dang, I already have an exotic sniper rifle is what I was thinking. I was like, I have the patience and time. Why do I need another one? And I almost didn't want to buy it. And then I saw, I looked at it once, was pretty much thinking I wasn't going to buy it. And right here, you want to jump off of your pike, get your sniper out, and shoot these 3 hobgoblins. But I saw it had regenerating ammo, and that's what I was like, you know what, maybe that'll be useful for strikes. You don't ever have to use special ammo synthesis and stuff. And it's just nasty. It really is so good. The regenerating ammo gives you a bigger clip. Like right here, Still got 3 bullets in this clip. I haven't reloaded. I've taken out a Minotaur and 3 hobgoblins and still got 2 bullets, 1 bullet. Like, that was like an 11 bullet clip here, without really pausing too much. The only pause I'm doing in between these shots is just to aim. Ridiculous strong weapon. Yeah, I feel bad if you didn't pick this one up from Zur, because it's hella strong. So this is what you want to do. Take the Minotaurs out, take the goblins out from far away. Sniper rifle is basically necessary. I mean, I would like to see somebody that goes through this Nightfall strike with like an auto rifle or some shit. I'd be like, dude, you're a monster. It's kind of cheesing it, It's like, well, you're cheesing them out. But how the fuck else are you supposed to fucking beat this shit? It's a 2-shot from all these enemies. that Minotaur, you cannot outgun him up close with any sort of auto rifle. You know, fully upgraded Suros is not going to touch him fast enough before he can just blast you down and annihilate you. Right here, if you have a grenade, yeah, grenade takes him right out. All three of them. Powerful enough grenade anyway. I was using Arc Bolt's grenade right there. But if you have, you know, another class, I'm sure. There's plenty. The Harpies are not too bad. Those are probably the least threatening of any of the enemies because they take forever to start shooting at you. They just fly around a lot. Excuse me. So this part, you want to jump off your Sparrow Hero. You've got 2 purple shooting pieces of shit and some goblins on the main stretch of road right here. And this purple shooting guy up here is kind of a pain in the ass because you want to take him out quick. You hit his critical spots like that and you just 2-shot him, it's good. But if you fuck with him and you don't get him down fast like that, he goes and hides. He gets behind that stone wall, and it's like he's playing mind games with you, because if you go over there, he'll fuck your day up. Like, that's the only way, like, you're like, you know, throwing grenades and stuff behind, trying to get damage on him while he's hiding behind that wall, and you get too close and he pops out and just blasts you with 2 purple shots and you're fucking dead. Like, he did it to me a couple times the first time I played through here. I'm like, you piece of shit, man. He does that shit on purpose. See, I'm trying to get him with grenades. He's just hiding behind there. That guy is such a pain in the ass if he starts doing this to you, but all I can say is be patient. Don't let him suck you into his games. You know, he's trying to do that shit to you on purpose. If you have invisibility, invisibility is a killer. So good for just getting into a position where you can take something out quickly. See? Look at that. Look at this. I gotta put on the ninja dodges because he tried to fucking do it to me. If 2 of those purple shots would have hit me, I would have been dead, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that guy's an asshole. Well, that's all the enemies there. The hobgoblins on the right I took out. There's that piece of crap, the other guy. Yeah, if you're a hunter, I recommend the invisibility stuff on your subclass, on your blade dancer subclass. All the invis stuff is ridiculous helpful, especially if you've got teammates, like for reviving them and stuff. If you're running this with 3 people, go invis and you can just go to any spot basically. You can, I mean, the only time you can't get to somebody is if they're up like so far away from you, completely pinned down by enemies. And then there's still, you can crouch, get your invis, run to the area where you need to revive your teammate, and then blink strike on a guy right before your invis runs out, and it'll restart the invisibility for you if you have that perk on where the blink strike causes invisibility. So that's like 20 seconds of invisibility right there if you do that.
The Archon Priest is still inside.
It's plenty of time to do, you know, what you need to do. Here, I just recommend being super careful. This is the most dangerous part of the run, I believe. It's right here. Fallen captains with yellow bars are just ridiculous. They're like, this guy, you want to just get him as fast as you can. When you're solo, that's a 2-shot, and it's not too bad, but when you're running with teammates, that guy takes like 3 or 4 shots, and oh man, he's a pain in the ass. He was 2-shotting me with his rockets when I was playing with teammates. And just, those are the guys you want to take out quick status. And always be careful, use this rock as your home, as your little safety cabinet. Because if you come up here and go a little too far, a bunch of small little melee dregs will start running out. And if you're not paying attention, they'll take you out. They'll just melee shot you, and they'll probably 2-shot you. It takes like 2 little swipes. So I'm trying to attract out the melee dregs right here is what I'm doing. You'll see them running up here. There they are. Whole group of them. I'm like, fuck that. And go back to your little safety rock. But make sure you just turn around and take them out when you have the opportunity. The sharks are a pain in the ass because they have that solar burn shield. So solar burn weapon, solar burn sniper, icebreaker is obviously the best one because it does solar burn damage. But that or a fusion rifle. I'm pretty sure like a fusion rifle shot that lands dead accurate and all the shots land will take the sharks out, you know, 1 shot. Or it'll take their shield down at least, and then it's only like a couple little auto rifle bullets to take them out. That shield just makes them a pain in the ass. They're pretty accurate. But yeah, Icebreaker is overpowered. Just kills them no problem. Here, there's a ship gonna fly in. It's gonna drop off some more like fallen captains and bullshit to murder me brutally. So as soon as the ship comes in, you basically want to jump up on top of the safety rock. Like, there it is. He's like, if he hits you with 2 of those blue lasers, you're dead. And if you got teammates, like that one laser shot would have took 90% of my health if I had 2 teammates with me. That's what it was doing last night when I was playing. So watch out for that ship. He is an asshole. And then you come back and there'll be some more fallen captains. Those are what you want to prioritize on first. Just peek around. You know, see, I'm scared status because this is the most dangerous part of the whole mission. If a captain wants to run up on you, like, which they will sometimes, just if the AI feels like doing it, they'll just be like, brah! And they'll run in and start spamming that rocket launcher on you, and you basically have to jump up on top of those rocks behind you to get away, unless you're fast enough with your Icebreaker where you can just like 2-shot him, shoot him in his brain really quick. But you see, he was doing it right there. He ran up on me, and I was fast enough to jump backwards. But I've had that happen and fumbled and started like slipping on the rocks and shit and got taken the fuck out because I couldn't get up there fast enough. But you can see how good the invis is right there. It sets me up to where I can get that first shot, and then the second shot is there for me too. You know, even if he doesn't die in 2 bullets like that, the second shot, if you hit a headshot, should stun him, and then that gives you time to land a 3rd shot, which should kill him. As long as you 3 headshots, I don't imagine, unless you're using really weak weapons, that any of those guys would take more than 3 headshots. So those guys have sniper rifles, the ones I'm taking out there. Definitely snipe them out. Special ammo synthesis is a must if you don't have Icebreaker again. Once you feel like you've gotten most of the snipers and stuff out, there's still usually like a fallen captain, yep, lurking around. Get him while you can. Ugh, that's so scary. Those were doing like if you have teammates with you, those will hit you for like 60% of your health, each one of those little shots. Invis all day. I guess the Warlock, you know, I used to say the Warlock was overpowered because he can revive himself. Like, as long as you got super, you're good. You know, you could go and do some reckless ass crap. Well, as long as you don't go throw yourself into retarded hordes of enemies, then you should be okay, because you can revive when you die. But the Hunter's pretty overpowered too. You can go and revive your teammates because the invis makes you're practically invincible for a minute, as long as you don't do certain things. You know, don't shoot an enemy and you can do whatever the fuck you want for 20 seconds, you know. That's a long time, and that's if you have your perks set up right and you use your blink strike as soon as you're about to run out of your first invisibility. So this is a little sort of dangerous part, because there's usually a captain or 2 that likes to chill up here, and if you use your jetpack to just fly up there, sometimes they'll just be like, "Brah!" and blast shit right in your face, and there's nothing you can do about it. So right here, I'm just kind of jumping and shooting at them. There's, you know, be creative with that one. There's multiple ways you can deal with it, throw grenades, whatever. But, yeah, kind of scary. All those enemies can kill you so quickly, so always better, especially you only got 1 life, unless you're a Warlock. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm switching to Gunslinger for this boss. You want your damage output, and I'm not going to be able to use any of the bladed crap or the invisibility. I mean, I think you could use the invisibility actually for this boss fight, and it might be useful too. Because, like, if you start getting pinned down or something, you just... I don't know. I guess it's mostly only useful if you have a teammate for this part. Because for this, you're going to be underneath this awning here. See how I just set the boss off? He's going to come jumping out of his little pod in a minute. So I get under this little cheesing motherfucker spot. Bust out your best heavy weapon. Load it up. You want to throw your, like, he's invincible right here, you wait a couple seconds, throw your grenade out, and then start shooting him in the head and try to stun lock him. You can stun him fairly good right here if you just lay on him. This machine gun is not the best for it because you can get ones that have a slower fire rate, and those are probably even nastier for damage output and length of time keeping him stun locked. But as soon as you see the enemies start shooting at you, you've seen those little sharks? Half my health was gone there before I could even run to the safest part of this area. Like, this is the safety corner where most of the enemies can't shoot you. But you can see here, I'm doing fusion rifle technique on the sharks. You can also do the icebreaker. Icebreaker works just fine, or a solar damage sniper should take out the sharks one shot, no problem. But here I got just a solar fusion rifle, because when I spam this thing on his knees, I'm pretty sure it doesn't do any extra damage for criticals. Like, it's gonna do just as much damage as a fusion rifle's gonna do, just based off of these shots to his fucking kneecap or whatever. See there? He's like a 2-shot. He hit me with 1 shot right there, I think. I'm pretty sure that was just 1 rocket blast, and it did like 85% of my health. So that's why it's just safest just to shoot his knees. You can get back and get criticals. Like, you can get your icebreaker fully charged, sit back, your first critical hits him in the head, it'll stun lock him. You shoot another bullet to his head while he's stun locked, and then as soon as he starts aiming at you again, you hit him with a 3rd bullet, and it stuns him again. So you can sit there and get probably 8 shots, 8 critical hits if you're accurate from your icebreaker without him even being able to move. I think I might be able to do it right here. No, I'm just taking out this sniper, I think. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, the icebreaker can stun lock him if you just time your headshots correctly. The dangerous thing is if you're aiming and you're in a spot where you can hit his head, he's basically in a spot where he can probably hit you. He can probably get those stupid ass rockets to fly through the gaps in between here. You know, the sharks are scary as crap. You always want to take these sharks out quickly as possible because they're accurate and they'll get close enough to where they can kill you. You can see it's dangerous status. As long as you're in the corner here, you're okay. But the servitor is also scary. He's not quite as scary as the sharks, but you want to take him out if you see him. But yeah, the sharks just get right up against it and start shooting right at you. That's the scary shit there. Icebreaker is a killer. So once you've taken, you know, that wave of sharks out and the servitor, feel pretty safe. No sniper over there. Sometimes a sniper will spawn on the right and you gotta watch out for him. Then go back and like, he'll get above you, he'll start standing above you, and you just basically have to stand at his knees, like go over and look at him and fuck with him for a second, and then he'll start walking over. And just wait for him to stop shooting. Oh, so scary. Look at this. I don't see how you would be able to beat this run by yourself without cheesing it underneath this thing like here. It's just too much damage. But where is he? I think he's above me. I'm trying to attract him out is what I'm trying to do. Like, if he gets above you, he'll just stand there until you go and you get in a spot where you look at him. So now he's walking. Boom, here it is. Now I just try to stun lock him into oblivion. See? If you get 2 shots off, your 3rd one onto the brain will stun him again. But the problem is running out of having to reload and running out of charge on your thing right there. Yeah, once he gets really low health, it'll start spawning captains and a bunch of extra vandals and crap. You just want to spam on him as fast as you can once he gets really low, honestly. Because the captains all get in your way. I mean, you can just be super careful there, I guess, and still take your time, but there it is. Not too shabby. You can get an exotic as a reward. I've seen it, but
if the fallen found the prison of
he did not feed me an exotic for this one. That's the Winter's Run solo strike. I feel like after beating this one, I mean, with the amount of carefulness you have to implement here, you could beat any fucking strike. You could annihilate any of that. I'm waiting for the one next week. I'm like, what the fuck is it gonna be? How's it even gonna be harder than this? There's no way. I'm just gonna put all the strikes to fucking sleep after this. So this one is at the end of the week. I tried it on the first day, and I wanted to get a video out for you guys of the strike on the first day, but I wasn't successful. I was very close. I got the boss down to half health, but I couldn't quite do it. See there, I get a legendary scout rifle for my efforts, which sucks because I already have 2 legendary scout rifles, and they both have pretty much better perks and stuff. But I'm gonna do the Nightfall next week and have a video out for you guys, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy.